The sunlight streamed through the curtains as Emma entered their bedroom, ready to tackle the day's cleaning tasks. The room, usually a haven of shared memories, felt strangely cold. She noticed a small, ornate box tucked away on a high shelf, hidden behind a stack of forgotten books. Curiosity overcoming her, Emma reached for the box and opened it, only to find a meticulously folded family photo. Shock struck her like a physical force, as she realized it was not just any family photo, but one featuring her husband, Thomas, with another woman, his mistress. Emma's breath caught in her throat, the betrayal palpable. The room seemed to close in on her, and she rushed downstairs to find Isabella, her longtime friend, sitting in the kitchen with a cup of coffee. Isabella looked up from her mug, concern etched across her face. "Emma, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost." Tears welled up in Emma's eyes as she handed Isabella the damning photo. "Look at this, Isabella. Thomas has been hiding this from me." Isabella's eyes widened as she studied the photo. "Oh, Emma, I can't believe this. Who is she? What's going on?" Emma slumped into a chair, emotions bubbling to the surface. "I don't know, Isabella, but I need to find out. I can't live like this anymore." Isabella placed a comforting hand on Emma's shoulder. "We'll figure this out together, okay? Let's confront Thomas and get to the bottom of this." Determined, Emma wiped away her tears and nodded. "You're right, Isabella. It's time to unveil the secrets and face whatever comes next." As the two friends prepared to confront the painful truths hidden within the photograph, the room echoed with a mix of disbelief and determination. Little did they know, this discovery would set in motion a series of events that would reshape Emma's life and relationships. Isabella and Emma sat side by side on Emma's living room floor, surrounded by remnants of Thomas's deceit, discarded photos, crumpled diaries, and the heavy weight of betrayal. Isabella broke the silence, her voice filled with empathy. "Emma, we can get through this. You're not alone in this mess." Emma nodded, appreciating Isabella's unwavering support. "I don't know what I would do without you, Isabella. Thank you for being here for me." Isabella offered a reassuring smile. "That's what friends are for." "Now let's focus on gathering evidence. We need to be prepared for whatever comes next." Together, they sifted through the belongings, carefully preserving anything that might serve as evidence in the impending divorce. Isabella spoke with a determined glint in her eye. "We'll make sure Thomas can't escape the consequences of what he's done." As they worked, memories of shared laughter and the camaraderie they built over the years mingled with the pain of the betrayal. Isabella broke the silence. "Emma, do you remember when we used to dream about our futures, planning the adventures we'd have together?" Emma chuckled through her tears. "Yeah, those were the days, Isabella. Little did I know my life would take such a turn." Isabella squeezed Emma's hand. "But we'll navigate this storm together. You're stronger than you think, and you have people who care about you." Emma nodded, gratitude swelling in her heart. "I never thought I'd be facing something like this. It's comforting to know I have a friend like you by my side." Isabella leaned in. "We're more than friends, Emma. We're sisters in this battle, and I won't let you face it alone." Their alliance strengthened as they sorted through the pieces of Emma's shattered life, creating a bond that would prove to be a source of strength in the chapters to come. As the room echoed with shared laughter and the determination to confront the betrayal, Emma felt a glimmer of hope, knowing that she had Isabella by her side. Emma sat alone in the dimly lit room, surrounded by the remnants of her marriage. As she flipped through the pages of her old diaries, memories of a time when love seemed boundless and promises felt eternal flooded her mind. She couldn't help but reflect on the unraveling of her marriage with Thomas. Isabella entered the room, concern etched on her face. "Emma, are you okay?" Emma sighed, laying the diaries aside. "I'm just trying to make sense of it all, Isabella. How did we get here?" Isabella took a seat beside her, offering a supportive presence. "It's never easy to confront the cracks in a relationship, but we're going to get through this together." Emma nodded, her eyes clouded with a mix of pain and realization. "I never imagined Thomas felt this way. He married me for my housekeeping abilities, not love. It's like everything was a facade." Isabella's voice softened. "People can be complicated, Emma. Sometimes we don't see the truth until it's right in front of us." Emma traced the edges of the family photo, her gaze distant. "I thought we had something real, Isabella. I thought we were building a life together." Isabella placed a comforting hand on Emma's shoulder. You believed in the love you had for him, and that's genuine. It's not your fault that he couldn't reciprocate. As Emma wiped away a tear, she whispered, I just don't understand when it all started falling apart. Was our entire marriage a lie? Isabella sighed. Maybe he lost sight of what really mattered. But now you have an opportunity to rebuild your life on your terms. Emma nodded, a glimmer of determination in her eyes. You're right, Isabella. I won't let this define me. I'll find a way to move forward. Their conversation lingered in the air, the weight of the revelation settling on Emma's shoulders. As they faced the unraveling of Emma's marriage, Isabella's support became a beacon of strength, guiding Emma through the complexities of emotions and the harsh reality of a marriage that had crumbled. Emma sat at the small desk in her study, surrounded by the hushed anticipation of a life-changing decision. The room, once a sanctuary for shared dreams, now served as a clandestine space for Emma to carefully plan her escape from the crumbling remains of her marriage. Isabella entered, her eyes filled with a mix of concern and determination. Emma, what's going on? You've been holed up in here for hours. Emma looked up, a folder containing legal documents open in front of her. I'm planning, Isabella. I need to figure out how to move forward, to break free from this nightmare. Isabella pulled up a chair, her expression serious. What can I do to help? Emma glanced around the room, ensuring their privacy. I need you to be my sounding board, my confidant. I'm going to file for divorce, Isabella. I can't live like this anymore. Isabella nodded, her voice filled with unwavering support. You're making the right decision, Emma. And I'll be right here with you every step of the way. As Emma gathered her thoughts, she revealed her plan to quietly file for divorce during one of Thomas's upcoming business trips. Isabella listened attentively, offering insights and reassurance. You've got everything thought out, Emma. Just remember, you're not alone in this. We'll face whatever comes next together. Emma smiled gratefully. Thank you, Isabella. I don't know what I would do without you. As the days passed, Emma executed her plan with calculated precision, quietly filing for divorce without informing Thomas. The room that had once been a witness to shared dreams and whispered promises now bore witness to a silent revolution. A woman reclaiming her life. Isabella, ever the supportive friend, stood by Emma's side, providing the strength and courage needed to face the challenges that lay ahead. In the quiet planning and shared determination, a newfound resilience emerged, signaling the beginning of a journey toward independence and self-discovery. The air in the room crackled with tension as Emma prepared to face both sets of parents in a confrontation that would expose Thomas's betrayal. Isabella stood by her side, a pillar of strength in the storm that was about to unfold. The doorbell rang, signaling the arrival of Emma's and Thomas's parents. As they gathered in the living room, the weight of the impending confrontation settled on everyone's shoulders. Emma's mother spoke first, her voice filled with concern. Emma, what's going on? Why did you call us all here? Emma took a deep breath, her eyes locking onto Thomas, who sat with a visible unease. I need to share something with all of you, something that has been hidden for too long. Isabella chimed in, her tone steady. Thomas has been unfaithful. He had an affair, and we have evidence to prove it. The room fell into stunned silence as Emma handed over the damning photos and diaries, laying bare the painful truth. Thomas's parents exchanged bewildered glances, their faces a mix of disbelief and disappointment. Thomas stammered, attempting to defend himself. I didn't think it would come to this. Emma, I'm so sorry. Emma's father spoke up, his voice stern. Sorry won't fix the damage you've done to our daughter. This is unacceptable. Isabella's voice cut through the tension. It's not just about the affair. Thomas's actions have also put them in financial trouble. It's time to face the consequences. Thomas's mother turned to him with a look of reproach. How could you let things spiral out of control like this, Thomas? You've jeopardized your marriage and your future. As the confrontation unfolded, emotions ran high, with accusations and apologies blending into a cacophony of raw, unfiltered truth. The room became a battleground of shattered trust and broken promises. Amid the chaos, Isabella stood by Emma's side, offering silent support. Emma's resolve remained unbroken as she faced the consequences of unveiling the secrets that had festered beneath the surface of her seemingly stable life. The confrontation marked a turning point, exposing the harsh realities of infidelity and its far-reaching consequences. As the characters grappled with the aftermath, the room echoed with a mix of anger, disappointment, and the undeniable need to rebuild shattered lives. In the aftermath of the confrontation, Emma found herself in the process of rebuilding her life. Supported by her parents and Isabella, she sought solace in the arms of a new partner, Jake, whose presence brought a sense of comfort and hope. One evening, as Emma and Isabella sat in Emma's newly redecorated living room, the air buzzed with the promise of a fresh start. Isabella smiled at Emma, her eyes filled with encouragement. "Look at you, Emma, turning this space into something that reflects the new chapter you're beginning." Emma glanced around, a sense of accomplishment filling her chest. "It's time for a fresh start. I don't want any reminders of the past lingering in my home." Isabella nodded. "You're taking charge of your life, and I couldn't be prouder of you. What's next on your journey?" Emma hesitated, her gaze distant. "I want to focus on the future, on building a life that I truly deserve. Jake has been a wonderful support, and I'm grateful for his presence in my life." Isabella raised an eyebrow, a teasing smile playing on her lips. "Jake, huh? Tell me more about him." Emma blushed, the weight of her past gradually lifting. "He's kind, understanding, and patient. It's refreshing to be with someone who appreciates me for who I am, rather than what I can do for them." Isabella grinned. "Sounds like a good match. You deserve happiness, Emma." As the weeks passed, Emma's life continued to transform. Turner, her former lawyer and now a close friend, had played a significant role in navigating the legal aspects of her divorce. One day, he sat down with Emma and Isabella to discuss the progress. Turner leaned back in his chair, a smile playing on his lips. "The legal proceedings are moving forward smoothly. Thomas is facing the consequences of his actions, both in terms of alimony and potential legal ramifications for the financial troubles he caused." Emma nodded, a sense of closure settling in. "I just want to move on with my life and leave this chapter behind." Turner's gaze softened. "You've shown incredible strength, Emma. The worst is behind you now. Focus on the future, on the happiness that awaits you." As Emma embraced the support of her friends, parents, and newfound partner, the room echoed with the promise of brighter days ahead. The chapter of rebuilding lives unfolded with resilience, growth, and the realization that even in the face of betrayal, there was a chance for a more authentic and fulfilling life. The final chapter of Emma's tumultuous journey unfolded with a sense of newfound strength and resilience. The room, once filled with echoes of betrayal, now resonated with the promise of new beginnings. One sunny afternoon, Emma sat on the porch of her freshly renovated home, a sense of contentment settling within her. Isabella joined her, a warm breeze carrying whispers of change. Isabella smiled. "You've come a long way, Emma. It's inspiring to witness your transformation." Emma nodded, her eyes reflecting a mix of gratitude and hope. "I never thought I'd find myself here at the threshold of a new life. It's liberating." Isabella chuckled. "Remember when we first discovered those secrets hidden in Thomas's room? Look at how far you've come since then." Emma sighed. "It feels like a lifetime ago. But I wouldn't be where I am now without your support, Isabella." The conversation was interrupted by the sound of a car pulling into the driveway. Jake stepped out, a bouquet of flowers in hand. He approached Emma with a warm smile. "Hey, beautiful. These are for you." Emma's eyes sparkled with appreciation as she accepted the flowers. "Thank you, Jake. It's moments like these that make me believe in the possibility of happiness again." Isabella winked at them. "I'll leave you two to enjoy your moment. Remember, Emma, you deserve all the happiness in the world." As Isabella retreated inside, Jake took a seat next to Emma. "You know, I've been thinking. Maybe it's time for us to plan for the future together." Emma looked at him with a mixture of surprise and joy. "Are you serious, Jake?" He nodded. "Absolutely. I want to be a part of your journey, Emma, whatever it may bring. Let's create a future filled with love and genuine happiness." Emma's heart swelled with emotion. "I'd like that, Jake. Let's embrace this new beginning together." As they sat there hand in hand, Emma felt a sense of closure and renewal. The room that had witnessed heartbreak and betrayal now bore witness to a love that was genuine and untainted. The final chapter of Emma's story unfolded with the promise of a future defined by resilience, growth, and the pursuit of authentic happiness.